Drakkenheim has fallen. The one shining capital of Westemar was devastated by unholy fire from the stars. 15 years later, adventurers, soldiers, priests, and cutthroats swarmed the city, seeking riches, renown, and revelation within the ruin. But nightmares and death prey upon those very souls from within the shadows over Westemar. Welcome to the Shadows over Westemar. This is a unofficial live play based on the world of Drakkenheim by the Dungeon Dudes using the D&D 5e system. I am Ziggy, your showrunner, and I am pleased to be here with Ohana.
And I am playing our lovable Chaos Goblin Barbarian Sprock.
Gaius.
Hi, I'm Gaius. I am playing Gerhard, the alienist, psychologist person, ready to melt some faces.
Moose.
Cat is yelling at me.
You know me, you love to hate me. It's still Moose, it's still Hunter's Moon. I stole Gaius's chips, and I will punch the faces that he melted.
And you still have Marvel Rivals going, it seems.
Oh, so I do.
And
You have to
Osmo.
sleep sometime, Hunter's Moon. I'll take my chips back.
Hi, I'm Asma. I am playing Laneshi Bloodhunter, that is far too reckless, known as Anna Castroma.
And it has been a hectic few months for those who have actually been following along. A number of real-life issues that are both in and out of our control has made getting together rather difficult. Part of it
I
being...
didn't have internet for a while.
We've had a few
I
people
was out
move
of
lately. We've had a few people move. We've had a number of financial issues on my end, which require me to work overtime. I got a fucking speeding ticket going 28 and a 20 because it was a school zone that required me to work a full extra day, not an extra full shift, but an extra day to cover it. Now we're having car problems and a few other things, and I have fucking jury duty starting tomorrow, so maybe things will get better in 2026.
I have spent this entire month trying to get my food stamps renewed or whatnot. Everything has gone wrong for, I think, I get the impression all of us for like the past month or so.
I'm still just trying to get used to, having a life of my goddamn own.
And doesn't help that these pups are going through their teenage years now. I love them, but fucking Christ, I wish they'd settle the fuck down at times. I love you, Chopper, but calm the fuck down. I've ruined the packaging for this box already. I'm just trying to get my fucking cord for work ready so I could put it in the box, or the bag tomorrow.
I'm out to try and remember what we were actually doing.
Last session, the party had sealed a couple deals, including coming back to the dwarves for their long-awaited materials, and acquiring a work order for a couple new things.
I'm excited.
And Gaius has cooperated with me in the background to make a few interesting things happen soon.
Yes.
And
I'm in danger.
It might actually be.
I am going to say this now. It's already been alluded to in the Discord, but for the Halloween season, I am going to be running a more unique game involving the Magic the Gathering setting in Innistrad. And I'm not entirely sure what day of the week it will be, but we will have to coordinate with the players involved, and that might be... It's likely not going to be streamed or recorded, but it might be its own little mini-series that may take up some time. And we all know how I handle the holidays. We do little fun side stories. We do fun little things that have very little impact on the story itself, and allows us to approach this at our leisure, and making it so, well, if one of us misses things because Thanksgiving's coming up, then the winter holidays are coming up, then New Year's, and then taxes get in the fucking way for some people. I like to make it so the end of the year is nice and simple, no real pressure, we're not moving the story along. But Shadows over Westemar might have a fun little side story coming up for the holidays. Something that may tell what happened on that dreadful day 15 years ago. Now, I do have to coordinate because I had some last-minute idea changes.
Oh?
But it's...
Damn demons.
What was discussed is not going to change necessarily as much as it is we are going to sidestep it and tell the more brutal aspect of it later.
You are
Because,
talking about what I think you're talking about, right?
yes,
Okay. That's gonna be... Oh, Jesus.
I think what you and I were talking about would be better not as the holiday game, but as another little side tangent for when my birthday comes around in May.
Okay, I see what you're throwing down.
Trust me, it's still going to be dark, it's still going to be gritty, still going to be Drakkenheim. But the idea you and I had, I think it'd be better as its own thing. We're still going to have that. We're still going to have that first scene, but what happens later will be later.
Oh.
All right, so the party finished off wrapping up their deals. Timmy, get the fuck out of here. You're not here. Party wrapped up their deals, and I believe they accepted another contract. We can worry about the finer details of that later because it was uploaded. I just don't have it fresh on my memory.
Neither do I.
But that's why we record. But the party still has a few things that are going on. Including...
Yeah, and I don't remember what any of them are.
Well,
Okay, so
the
as
party...
far as I
here's-
know, the deals that were made were for talking to the Lanterns and I want to say the Academy.
Trying to broker
Well-
a deal between the two of them in order to facilitate the trade and excavation of more materials. But-
raw materials for the design. Also, this is where you talk about the gold delirium, because that ties heavily in with that giant plan that I was putting together.
Yes, but you have not had a proper sample of it. You have only heard stories of it.
Correct.
And
And-
the only lead you have for that is the followers of the Fallen Fire.
Yeah.
And I need to grab the bone of a dead blue dragon, which is near a lake.
Lake Duran.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple books that are gonna take a bit that I bought about the followers or whatnot. Or no, one of them are about the followers. One of them's about Fantasia. Never mind.
Oh yeah, and we need to go to the Inscrutable Tower because we were going to explore that, and then we picked up the quest with the wisps from the Shadowlands that
Oh,
are
yes.
on ice at the moment, but to get the ritual to actually banish them back to the Shadowlands, we need to go to the Inscrutable Tower.
Correct. Of which Anna and Gerhardt should be able to get the group into the tower, though our rings
Yeah.
can only get us so far.
Yeah, you'll at least be able to get into the main chamber and possibly into the Great Hall.
Yeah, because to upgrade our rings, we actually need to go do the test.
Yeah.
Of which the nearest test for me is fucking Liberia. I need to go to the
Yes
center.
and no, there's some technicalities there. The official ceremony would be to go to your place of study, but anyone who has
Which is Liberia, because Caspia doesn't have an actual tower. They
Yeah.
shut down.
But anyone of appropriate rank may administer the test in the field. It's just you haven't had a chance to actually really talk to Eldrick Runeweaver yet. You met him, but you haven't really talked to him.
Oh, I remember who that is now. Yeah, not really.
I mean, you took a contract in order to help secure the fucking tower, but...
Yeah, we didn't really have a whole lot to say to him as we kind of pieced out.
And then you met Distill.
Yeah, and then we met
Oh, was
Public
he the
Enemy
one
number
at
one.
was he the one at the Lantern Camp?
Eldrick, well... Trying to think. Because I'm running 2 Drakkenheim games, and I'm trying to make sure that they don't blend together.
He was the guy who we met in River's little pocket dimension when she said that her teacher was by and ended up being him.
I might have missed that session.
Yes, you did.
That explains. Okay.
Yeah, because you had to go to a fucking Ren fair.
Yeah, you fucking nerd! You goober!
Hey, you know what made it worse is that the last weekend of that Ren Fair, I got shafted on that weekend because I had to give that weekend back because somebody else, one of my other coworkers, decided to go above the heads of my boss and be like, "I have seniority. That's not how our fucking PTO works, you bitch."
I'm not gonna get started with my recent gripes at work. Let's just say
Well,
Neither am I.
I was given official orders to do a couple things.
well, that's also old news, and I've already.
Yeah.
It's
I may have come
Yeah.
close to killing multiple people. It's fine.
Okay, so this brings up a side character question.
Yes.
No, because we didn't do the last session. So never mind. Now Gerhardt's still in this one. Never mind.
Well, you are near the crater.
Yeah, not exactly. Well, okay.
Well, what you and I
No, because
discussed.
what I was telling. Yes.
What you and I discussed could happen because let's bring us over to the map just to make things easier. Because what you planned on doing would it be horribly unreasonable to be heading towards the Inscrutable Tower, but make a pit stop over towards the garrison first?
Yeah, I was going to say that, because the Inscrutable Tower's up here, the garrison's over here.
Yeah.
So they're not far from each other. So we could go to the garrison, broker the deal, then head to the Inscrutable Tower, see what we can see, and if we need more help, can head back, finish brokering the deal, and then you can hit up Wizard Guy for your test and access to the higher level of the tower.
Well, and all right. So there's no, there's. Should I tell him, Zig, or do we want that to just kind of come up naturally?
That is up to you. This is that is part of your story that you wish to tell, so it is up to you.
Okay.
If you want to make another stop on the way to the garrison, speak up now or forever hold your peace.
But I don't have a gun.
All right.
I can go get the salt
I
shotgun
do.
real quick. I can go get that.
No, Ben has a fucking rifle, which I need to actually upgrade for him.
If Ben Vin ever shows up.
So that's actually why I'm bringing this up. Because Gerhardt does need to go through the training, and he needs to do something really. This is all out of character, so
Really stupid.
it's really goddamn dumb.
joy! Oh, the irony. The irony.
No, it's dumber than even what Hunter's Moon has done.
It's dumb enough for Ericos to say you're fucking stupid.
Wait. Is it dumber than anything?
He's going to
dumber than
purposely
Anna
contaminate
has
himself to
done?
level 4. No, he's going to purposely contaminate himself to level 4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so the thing, well, here's the thing. The thing was, and I told Zig about this as an option because there's just going to be some Sundays because I'm trying to rearrange my room, do some renovation and stuff. I may not be able to make it, so the idea is to pull Gerhardt out for a session, or if I'm not there, he goes off, does an experiment in a deep haze area, and comes back. And while he's going through the purge, he works on 2 things: the potion, which is why we got the Elder's Lily, and a spell, technically.
Yeah.
That's necessary for his other project, which, depending on how long in game it takes, Gerhardt could be out for a couple of sessions because he needs at least 4 days.
Look.
Yeah, because it swaps over to exhaustion.
And it's 1 level of exhaustion per long rest. Oh, it's a mully.
Likely just
So-
lurking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I would say, does Gerhard need to be the one to be contaminated, or could anyone be contaminated?
No, it is Gerhardt. There is another reason for it. That I'll let happen naturally.
Yeah.
And it'd make way more sense considering the big side project that he just had the dwarves start working on.
Yeah. I will say this: the official places of. I grabbed the wrong fucking tab. All right. The official places for Deep Haze are near the Inscrutable Tower, Queen's Park Garden, the Crater, or within a couple spaces of the castle, which I will not spoil.
Yeah, and because we're so close to the crater.
I mean, you're also heading towards the
going to the
tower,
tower.
too.
Right. But that's Gerhardt's plan. So even if it's like mid this session, like because we're going to the garrison, either one of 2 things can happen. Either we bring Benvin in for a couple of runs, or Iron Hand comes back. I'll leave that up to the party who they think. Both have ties to a couple of people in this group. Both can work on story. Benvin does have a grudge against Hunter's Moons,
Yeah, I do kind of like the sound of that.
and I want to give him a. I'll bring this up to you later, Zig, but I would like to ask for something for Benvin if we bring him in.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right,
But that's a later.
So for that, I would say we can go to the tower.
Yeah.
Then, if you happen to get contaminated, swing over to the. 'Cause I don't think we're gonna get through where you can access the tower right now within this session, especially since we started late because the effort. It's not even just Chopper, but like you had traffic issues, then fucking Streamlabs wasn't updating properly.
Yeah, it's always good. Well, let's see how far we get. So,
Yeah.
tower. We know we can get a. Anna and I probably should have at least gotten our level 2 rings. It's
I'm weaker with my spellcasting. So
okay. So I've got my rank 2 ring because that's how when I brought Gerhardt in, it's the rank 3 ring for level 3 spells.
Yeah.
Based on how.
Yeah, I still have level 1 spells, but
Okay, so Gerhardt could probably get people a little further in, but will also like knowing how the further you go in, the more like messed up shit is in there.
So let me get the book over towards the Inscrutable Tower, because that will be helpful for us. I need to fucking update this PDF because I'm tired of some of the links not working right. Blaming Molly.
Ta-da!
Right, come on.
yeah, next level's when my spells are second level.
That's the Queen of Thieves area. That's the garrison. Inscrutable Tower. There we fucking go. Yeah, the entire faction stronghold section does not work for me as a quick link.
Oof.
Lame.
Meh. Alright, so I'm assuming we are departing from the smithy.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Now, I would like to decide real quick, what path are we taking? Because you are outside of the city walls. And to bypass where the walls are ruined, you would have to go through the crater. Then again, the players from the other group don't see any issue with that whatsoever.
No, I do.
It's okay, this time you have your spell slots.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, buddy.
Other than that, it involves going through either Champion Gate, Temple Gate, or Shepherd's Gate.
I don't think we want Temple Gate.
Or maybe even College Gate.
No, go through point 14. It's fine.
No.
Look,
No.
Gerhardt's willing to do a lot for what he's trying to do. He's what's the worst that could happen? A fucking lot. He's reckless, not dumb.
Alright, so yeah, are we
What is 3?
3 is Champions Gate.
Champions Gate through the temple ward might be because where's the garrison? That's what 10.
Point 9.
Garrison's 9.
With
9.
Shepherd's Gate
10
being
is-
here.
Yeah.
You've technically
Garrison's 9, 10 is the tower.
and you've technically already secured passage through 10 so long as you pay the fee.
And where are we exactly again?
19, just south of the crater.
Oh, okay. That's where we are.
Always look for the daisy.
I don't hate I don't hate the idea of going through Shepherd's Gate because I know we definitely don't want to be going through Temple Gate.
It's fine.
No, it's not. Not yet, anyway.
We cleared out all the gnolls at Temple Gate.
No.
Or was that just by the...
No,
No,
we did not.
Also, the last time
No.
you went through the Academy Gate, there was a shit ton of phase spiders.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think Shepherd's Gate is probably our best way to cut through just straight over to 9.
Why can't I find 5? Is my sheet just
It's
perpetually
after
converting?
4 and before 6.
Yeah,
Oh,
for,
there.
for the
Oh, okay,
wall
we're going-
around.
Gotcha. That would be going all the way around, across the river.
Yeah.
and then-
With going
And-
through Champions Gate would technically be the most direct route.
And we could go over a bridge rather than having to get the ferry with stick.
I like the sound of that more.
And if you were to if you were to deal with the deep haze longer, you could cut across towards the clock tower, which you already cleared. But that would mean that you're
True.
dealing with the deep haze longer.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And
One
if you
character
crossed
I do not want to be contaminated for the moment.
And if you crossed the Pilgrim's Bridge, which is that little middle bridge here, you would be getting closer towards the Temple Ward, which is kind of overran by gnolls.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're dealing with Drakkenheim no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, we could cross
No, 15.
Pilgrim's
or
Bridge.
15.
and immediately hang a right and go up towards the marketplace.
Yeah.
And
You-
then cut over.
Yeah, you got, to be clear, we got Champion's Bridge, Pilgrim's Bridge, Soldier Bridge, then the King's Bridge. Which, they're all bridges. It's just the matter of what they're named.
So,
But yeah, from the gate we could head this way, cross the bridge, hug the river, and then cross to like the clock tower, cut through the market,
About
and then
Yep.
a little short of 2 miles.
that route.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's not.
Yeah, but isn't the haze pretty deep in Clock Tower?
The haze isn't great at the clock tower, but it's not deep haze once you get across
We're
the
not-
river.
We're not going through like right here, which would be.
You would still be dealing. You're still dealing with the deep haze right now.
Or
But once you
skirt-
get, once you get a,
could skirt the haze by going that route to the market.
you could also once you get across the bridge, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yep. I'm game.
Alright, so let's go ahead and let me get my mutation table up. Hey, it's the fun table, damn it. Oh look, ancient delirium dragons.
No.
Fine, I'll go with delirium great worms.
I want to go back to the dragon.
Alright, so everyone. Alright, we're gonna do this very simple. Because you are taking the smarter route, how I'm gonna do is that we're gonna do our normal D6, and we are doing for sure one roll of the deep haze.
Okay.
Depending on how your roll is, this will see if we can cut off a extra deep haze check.
Well, so far we've got a 5 and a 1 and a 3 and a 3.
Okay.
Okay. So everyone give me your constitution saves. My eye is fucking with me. You know what, that's why my screen was tilted. Blaming Chopper. Actually. Yeah.
That's a reasonable thing to blame Chopper on. All right.
I mean, he's also very zooted right now. Actually, no, he's sleeping.
Alright, I was just hoping there was a way to improve my con check. Oh, okay. 17's not too bad.
Well, it looks like you all passed your first one.
Now I'll take the fail.
Yeah.
I mean, by all means, you can just choose to fail. You are choosing to fail?
I am choosing my fail.
All right. Give me how many levels of contamination would you be at?
2.
All right, give me a d6 to see if you mutate.
6.
No mutation.
Oh shit.
All right, so hit points are halved by expending hit dice, or hit points you're gained by expending hit dice are halved at level 2. All right, so you appear at Champion's Gate, and the haze gets heavy as you get closer. There's a sparse. I'm trying to think about. There's a sparse trail of lanterns on the road leading towards Temple Gate. As you follow them, you see a. Is my wife dying?
I'm literally crying.
Do you need a glass of water or something? Let me guess, Smosh.
It's a funny TikTok.
Is it that fucking weird lady you keep watching?
Oh my god,
No.
is it more okay.
No.
It's an edit of that older woman who puts the Mentos in the Pepsi and gets blasted. by
No.
it. It's so funny.
Okay, so you get to the gate and there's a group of people there. You can't really make out details from here, but you can see that they're humanoid, and there's at least a half dozen.
Okay, I can't tell based off my hit point situation if I've properly hurt myself, so I'm going to hurt myself just to be sure.
At this point, we're just gonna give Ozma a fucking bone saw.
I mean, I've got a small knife that I keep with my pen with my cartographer.
Oh no, I have to use the weapon, so it's a spear that I'm slicing my hand with.
I need to find I need to find a bag of rubber bands to give Anna.
Self-harm is not the answer. Alright, so
Why
you
can't I find the die? Sorry.
you see the group of people there.
Mhm.
Question is, how do you approach?
Well, I mean, it's just a bunch of hooded lanterns standing around at the gate, right?
You don't remember anyone saying that lanterns are at Champion's Gate.
Okay, now I'm interested. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Hunter's Moon is just gonna walk straight out into the gate and question, and as he is being followed, I assume, by the party, he is going to look at who he believes to be the head lantern in this squad, and just walk up and ask him, "What are lanterns doing posted out here?"
Give me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Are we all giving a perception check or just punch them?
Just this, jackass.
Okay, hold on. I do think.
Because he's assuming they're lanterns for some reason.
Well, I thought he said they were lanterns.
No.
No, he said they were humanoid in shape.
I swear to God, I heard lanterns.
I said
Nope.
there are
You're saying
I said that there are lanterns glowing along the path.
Oh, never mind. I misheard. I misheard.
So, wow, every lantern is a hooded lantern?
Shut up, fucking
If it's
God
if,
damn
if
it,
they've
dude.
got
Fuck.
hoods to cover them, yeah.
Man, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, if-
discrimination. That's discrimination.
God damn.
If hooded lanterns are glowing and laying along the road, then something really fucked up has happened.
I misheard. Leave my ass alone.
One of the corpses
No.
just waves his hand. Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul.
All right. So does this change how you approach?
Yes.
Okay.
Very fucking much so.
Okay.
Jackass.
I thought you
Basic
understood
dumbass.
that they weren't lanterns when I said you don't remember lanterns being here.
God.
Just saying, the rest of us heard it. We're all staring at you like, what are you, some kind of dumbass?
Yes. Oh, fuck off.
All right. So, do you want to roll the extra d6?
Sure, but tell you what. I don't really know how to approach this now. I'm very confused. I am going to just I'm just going to try and duck behind one of the closer trees and or behind some sort of broken down
Some-
structure.
Yeah, some debris.
Just something. Yeah, just some sort of debris. Pull out some shurikens and just kind of hide back there and usher the group to go check out what's going on. Because I still have all my spell slots. So if it's some bullshit, I want to be prepared for it this time.
All right. So, since this has changed, if anyone else wishes to make a perception check, they may.
Yes.
Sprock is just happy to see people.
Yeah.
Hey, they have the right number of limbs. This is okay.
That's... No.
Like Sprock doesn't even always have the right number of limbs, so like.
Hey, I'm just glad that I didn't, that they,
All right. So,
Oh shit! No, I forgot. I have because of exhaustion. I've got disadvantage on ability checks, so it's I don't notice either. I'm too tired.
Anna's too distracted by the pretty glowing lanterns on the road, one of which just has a name tag that says Paul on it.
Is it too early to make the joke to say that Sprock wasn't very attached to his limbs?
So, Gerhardt, you would notice that the people at the gate do seem armed, but by the looks of it, it seems to be pitchforks and shovels and a bit of farming equipment. As you look closer, one of them has a bit of a glow to them, and there's a couple figures on top of the wall with white glowing eyes watching you approach.
light glowing. Can I make a Arcana check to see if I recognize what the hell those things are on top of the wall?
You may try.
Do I see? Do I see these things too, or is it just?
You never rolled me the d6.
I suppose you're right. Hello.
That's a 20 and a 20 then.
Alright, you do see it too. Gerhardt, you're looking at it, and it doesn't look like any of the magical creatures you usually encounter. And you've never really... It's hard to tell, but it seems like this is more divine than arcane.
How close are we? Do I have time to make one more check as we're closing in?
What check are you wishing to make?
Religion.
I will also make that check.
Alright, I'll say you have time. I'll say you have time.
Okay. Oof. Oof.
Damn, why couldn't I get the advantage on that one?
Alright. You recognize Gerhardt.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter's Moon just thinks he's pretty. But Gerhardt, Gerhardt, you recognize that glow is usually of something not of this world. You've heard of stories of the ASMR and tieflings having a bit of a glow to their eyes, but it's never this. Usually the ASMR have a bit of a golden glow, but this is pure white. From where you're standing, it is almost like a blackened silhouette with just two brilliant white pinpricks as eyes watching you from on top of the wall.
But I don't recognize what plane.
You can't get a good... From
Not
this
close.
distance, it's kind of hard to tell.
Fair enough.
Because these walls are still a good, 40 or 50 feet up. You do approach, and the people at the gates... Well, they don't immediately point their weapons at you. They do stand ready as one walks from the gate, a man with dirty brown hair, wearing very simple robes, and who is caressing what looks to be a type of holy symbol. As he approaches you, then opens his arms and says, "All pilgrims are welcome here, should they wish to take the path."
I'm going to. Can I? I have my suspicions. Wait, can I do a religion check on the holy symbol?
You may.
I said that. I've got disadvantage and -1, so I'm probably not gonna know.
18,
Oh, wow.
17.
15. That's surprisingly good for disadvantage and -1.
Yeah. You would recognize that you would recognize that this is based off the stories and the encounters you have had previously, including the one that you had recently in Emberwood. It is a holy symbol of the fallen fire, but it itself, the centerpiece of it, has been broken away, and there's a glow radiating from behind it.
That.
I'm gonna quick look through my pamphlet for followers of the fallen fire or whatnot to see what exactly that is. So I'm legit taking out the pamphlet that I was given at the down looking through it so I can, to see if I can see the holy symbol.
Yeah. The symbol itself, you would know is that the symbol of the sacred flame is that of a golden flame surrounding a circular symbol, which is meant to represent the earth, and the symbol itself, from the sacred flame would typically be held up by some type of golden string, usually a type of twine or maybe some kind of other thread that's dyed, but usually very basic. This symbol almost looks like a. It almost looks like a. It's the It's very similar to the circle in the fire, but the circle itself is missing, and the fire is more broad, with a much higher tip.
Is it like the followers of the Fallen Fire?
Yeah, it looks very much like the meteor type symbol that has been described in the book.
Okay.
I should grab myself another drink. And my wife doesn't have anything, damn it.
What I did. You have ginger ale.
I'm not taking your ginger ale when you're not feeling good. Right, go ahead.
I was curious about that. You did you have resistance to the corruption, the haze, right?
Those who follow the path of the fallen fire find many blessings within the haze. The holy charcoal protects us all.
Well, that is something we might look into when convenient. We have places to go.
Ain't no fucking way you just said that. Ain't no fucking way you just said that.
Leave it to the fish to fumble the social encounter.
I have a charisma 8.
To be fair, it would have been.
And to be fair, I have a pamphlet out, and I am my character is genuinely interested or whatnot.
I could make this worse.
I don't doubt it.
Oh no, I actually have a bonus to my charisma score. Gerhard is just like his academic brain just kicks into gear and it's just like, oh, interesting. Could we circle back to this after we do a little bit of what do these priests say? Soul searching. And he actually does the air quotes.
I want to be a little shit. I want to be a little shit because Hunter's Moon has been perched behind this fucking debris this whole time as he's been listening to this conversation. And as this has been going on, I just want to see if I can just kind of, as they're all talking, appear behind the group of people and just spook them.
No. Can we not get into combat?
I'm not getting into combat. I'm rejoining the group and being a shithead.
You can roll your stealth check if you wish.
Better roll high, bitch.
Fuck it.
Throw your ass under the bus.
Fuck it. Is a 22 good enough?
As you maneuver your way behind the group, a gentle hand is placed on your shoulder, and an elderly woman's voice speaks to you, and Randall Aldrune makes another foolhardy attempt to find a place where he fits in. It is okay, Randall. Even the fallen fire would accept you.
And okay. Randall's
Wait.
eyes widen through his mask, and he shoves his shoulder aside, taking the hand off of him. He says, "Do I know you?"
Give me a
Please
wisdom
no
save.
Please, no combat.
Please no.
Give me a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. I have a good... Wow. I got fucked.
As you try to use your shoulder to swat away her hand, the strength leaves you, and you simply stand there.
Okay,
where
can I
does
react? Can I react to this happening to me? Or am I just, like, paralyzed?
You're not paralyzed. It's the violent action you took was unable to be taken.
Is it...
Where does
Okay, so as he
this,
feels the sensation of his hand not being able to move, and his, like, he just stands in place, he clenches his hand and just says, "Oh, stop doing that. Who are you?"
Well, it's not that he can't move, it's he couldn't react violently.
Huh. Oh, okay. I see. So my
You're under,
impulse,
like,
so my
spell.
impulse was just completely blocked.
It was almost as if a wave of calmness rushed over you. As soon as the impulse hit, it was washed
Fuck
away.
you! Fuck you, old lady!
where does this path start that you're talking about? You're talking about the path to get to learn more about or to
What is the path?
potentially,
That's a better question.
oh yeah.
Ignoring violent disoffend of us. What is this path? What do we need to do?
You start with me, contamination boy.
I will leave you out of the fun shit, brother. Don't do stupid shit. You won't get the shiny shit.
I'm not doing stupid shit. This old lady's fucking harassing me.
She looks at Gerhardt and says, "The path is one of personal discovery, so you may unravel the mysteries of your own life and that of your soul. Even one as learned as you must acknowledge that souls do exist."
Yes, they do, which is why I am curious about this path.
And
But why are you blocking this gate? Like, is that part of the path, or like, what are we doing?
this is to welcome the pilgrims that come from Emberwood. Though
Oh.
not all of them do make it, it is a tragedy. But the flame has its way, and they are meant to help stoke the fire of those who who do make it. The lanterns are lit to help guide their way either through this life or through the land of shadow.
Can we go through the gate?
If you're wishing to take the pilgrimage, I would welcome you. But for the safety of the flock, I must be very careful of who we let through. After all, those from the Queen's Men have tried to infiltrate before.
Oh, we're not friends with them.
Oh,
We're not
Queensmen?
associated
Ah.
with the Queensmen.
fuck the
You,
Randall?
you, shut up.
Randall?
The fuck do you want from me?
Wisdom save.
What the fuck? I spoke words, bitch.
But you spoke a lie.
Well,
You are associated with them.
I'm not friendly with them. God fucking damn it.
You very specifically did say we're not associated with them. Gerhardt said we're not friendly.
Fuck my fucking lily white ass.
To be fair, this is very in character for Randall.
Oh
Actually,
my
it's-
god.
It's great. It's fantastic. And then there's Gerhardt just sitting over in the corner, just going like doing like the little finger.
I have never wanted to
shun thing.
beat the light out of an old lady so bad in my life right now. Holy shit.
Until the wave of calmness washes over you.
Calm emotions is such a fun spell.
Oh, it's not calm emotions either.
What
There-
is it?
It is not a
So
spell that is
that's family.
cast. It is not a spell.
Oh, so it's a spell like ability then.
No, it's just
Uh-oh.
her.
Oh, that's fucked up.
What does
It is who I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
pilgrimage entail?
You would shed your worldly possessions, and you would come to the monastery until we gather a large enough flock before we make the journey to the crater.
So,
Okay. What
so,
if we considered that as we pass through and do stuff that we need to do, because we're not friendly with the Kingsmen, and we have no reason to, or at least I have no reason to be harmful towards the fallen flame.
when you and all right, so she said they'd be meeting at the monastery, right?
Yes.
13, Saint Selena's.
Yes.
So, all right. So on top of that, we are. What if? That's a proposal. What if we come and meet you, and at the monastery, the one at the end of the road here? Yes.
That's out of our way. We go north.
No. Listen, Sprock, listen. After, because Gerhardt's just confirming, because again, he's not familiar with Westemar as a whole. So he's like kind of pointing to what he thinks is the top of the monastery over the tip of the wall, if it's still large enough and standing. Like he's going off an old map. That's all he has. When Westemar was still whole. So like he even like pulls it out of his duster jacket, and it's just like, and he's doing that, like adjusting his little glasses and just like staring at the map, just going, pointing kind of over here, like with his finger on his map, like this monastery, because we're going over here, and he points roughly up here. He doesn't point specifically to the tower. So say journey of self-discovery, then we come back, meet at the monastery, do thing, yeah?
She says, I see you do not have interest of joining, but I may make an offer. If you would stay a night at the monastery, I will allow you passage. But only if you are willing to hand over your weapons until you leave. You will have my word. I will not dispose of them, nor will I or any under my flock do harm unto you, unless you do harm first.
I'm fine with this. What about everyone else?
Gerard's fine with it. Like it's as proposals go, it's
anyway.
it's a reasonable
This will
proposal.
help me.
Hunter's Moon begrudgingly sighs and says, My weaponry is my form of worship. I don't want to give these up so easily, but
It's as far
I
as the night.
suppose.
No, you can either keep being a bitch or you can shut up. No, Gerhard
She-
absolutely has no tolerance for him right now.
She she helps straighten Randall up and says, "You may be allowed to keep those ones on your hips, pointing towards the truncheons, only if you are within the chapel. But they will stay there if you take this agreement. I will not bar you from your worship so long as you do not bar mine from theirs."
Hunter's Moon nods his head simply at the woman. Gives Gerhard the biggest middle finger he's ever received in his fucking life.
Gerhardt just grins and flips him back off. Very cheekily.
The man who greeted you says, "Makes me miss my brother. I hope he's doing well."
No, could be. Gerhardt just let that absolutely go over his head. Gerhardt doesn't have a family that he knows of.
You are led there, and I'm gonna have each of you give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
Not my greatest.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think that's worth enhancing.
That actually works perfectly.
Well, shit.
Each of you. Hang on, I'm trying. Fraggle. Give me the 3. Give me that. I'm trying to grab the fucking. Hang on. Is it under the map? Is it on the map? It's not on the map. I'm trying to get rid of the circle on the 3. Fraggle. But, even though on the map it seems like it should be a straight shot, she takes a number of odd turns that you can't quite track. And Sprock, even though you've known this city pretty much better than anything else, in your own head, a few of these turns feel like you would have passed through the city walls before you appear at the monastery.
How's that was convoluted?
I heard weird tales about this, Longshank. But this is even weirder than I heard.
Hunter's Moon leans in towards Sprock and says, "Tell me about it. She knew my name."
Yeah, she does that sort of thing. She big boss of Fallen Fire.
In my experience, Mr. Randall, that seems to be a very low bar for you. Which
Hunter's Moon looks at Gerhard and says, "But it's easy to forget a man who's been dead for 7 years."
you would think. Maybe your face.
Alright.
I don't
We're...
think
It's covered, buddy.
You know, makeup looks like that too. Gerhard is absolutely just gonna start picking on him now.
Alright.
Gerhard, the next time that we get faced off with gods know what out in the woods, I am going to let it drag you off before I save you.
Okay. You do realize that I don't rely on certain things, right?
Until inevitably one day you do.
I'm curious what you think I rely on. It's not your mouth.
I miss Ericos.
That's okay. I heard that there was a dragonborn who really wants to meet you somewhere in the garrison.
Shut up!
What? I want to meet this man too. He sounds interesting.
As you approach...
You're just getting on Randall's nerves.
As,
He's absolutely doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
As you approach, you notice that the haze has gotten thicker. It's almost as bad as if you were on the edge of the crater itself. And as
Is
you
this
get...
normal for this area?
What?
Oh, Gerhardt's just kind of wondering aloud. Is that normal for this area?
It shouldn't be.
As you get closer, you notice there's dozens of people walking around here through the haze, with a number of them in little more than basic robes.
Hunter's Moon is just he's kind of flabbergasted at the fact that all these people are here, not being affected negatively at all. He as he's passing by, he's just kind of looking toward the group and just says, how in Mother Arwen's name is that possible?
It's something to do with the holy symbol.
The woman speaks. As your
No.
faith protects you, so does ours. It is not an enchantment. It is not a magic. It is simply the protection that their soul and the sacrament that protects them. The blessed charcoal is not your enemy. It is the key to future potential. It is the key to the future for the world and to salvation. This
That's something very similar from a cult out in Caspia.
many would call us but a cult as well. But we do not worship anything that you are not familiar with. We still bow to the sacred flame. We still follow in reverence to its rituals, routines, and blessed days. We just believe that the charcoal itself is what will help ignite our souls to help the sacred flame grow.
You see a confused look cross Gerhardt's face as he tries to math it out in his head. But he actually holds his tongue for a moment.
Of course, you weren't here for the first mention and explanation of what the sacred charcoal is. And what they're doing with it.
Right. Well, I mean, that part makes sense. But also, like, even in character, Gerhardt would also just be kind of like, but charcoal's already burned.
It's not charcoal.
It
figured.
is very much not charcoal.
No, it's altered delirium of
No,
some
it's not even
No.
altered.
It's just straight up
Oh,
delirium.
it's just delirium. Okay.
Yep.
I couldn't remember because it's yellow and
No, you haven't even
Yeah.
seen gold delirium yet.
Yeah,
You-
Spock.
We saw a tinge of it, and it quickly vanished.
Yes, Spock sees Gerhard puzzling over it. You missed it. They're putting delirium in their bodies. It's very weird.
oh yeah, that. Yeah.
As a
that I-
response to what she says, Hunter's Moon says this not out of anger or anything like that, but just straight up shock to what she just said. He stumbles over his words for a moment before he just says, "I think you might be mad. What if you're wrong?"
But unfortunately, Pascal's wager works against everything.
Although, okay, so we actually have Pascal's wager in this world. Cool.
She looks at Randall and says, "You yourself doubt who you are. You doubt your name, your past, your future. You doubt even if those you loved previously, if they love you still.
Randall shrugs and looks to the side and just scoffs and says,
I know who I am. I know who I am now. That's all that matters.
And if given an opportunity to find the truth, what would you do?
Smack somebody over the face with it.
What are you implying?
You.
Not you, Gerhardt. Shut the fuck up.
Is he wrong though?
You stupid son of a bitch.
I just like how the glib comment just kind of slips out, and you're just like, serious moment. Sorry.
I will beat your ass later.
She says, Randall, you deal every day of your life in doubt and shadow and mystery. And yet you tackle each and every one of these the same way you always have. Head on, without fear, and ready for the consequences. That is what we are doing ourselves. These people do not follow me, do not perform in this pilgrimage, nor take the sacrament out of knowledge of what comes next, but out of faith of what they will become. What I do is not that of promises of glory or renown or fame or even a place within the sacred flame. They do this out of faith that is not only the right thing to do, but because it is the way to truth. We welcome all, regardless of their past, and regardless of what their future may bring, because we believe that the flame is a cleansing thing, that everyone deserves a second, third, fourth, and even 90th chance, so long as they are willing to walk the path.
Cleansing? I don't do paths.
And
Randall.
you chart,
Okay.
and yet you chart your own. God damn it! Bust your beeping. Take your medicine. Don't fucking ignore it this time like you did yesterday.
Oh, can we take a quick break now that you mentioned medicine?
Alright, yeah, let's take a quick break.
Son of
I need to get a drink
Let me write
anyways.
down my thought before I forget it.
No. Took me 5 attempts, but we are back. I missed that fucking little speaker button like 10 times, I swear. Blaming Randall.
Yes. So I wanted to get my 2 cents in on her because she said something to Randall that kind of bothered him. He looks at her, tilts his head, and says, "You seem to you sure seem to know a lot about a 7-year-old corpse. So then you must also know that some people don't deserve to be saved. And you would also know that, and I'm pretty sure that you would also know what my mother has to say about some of this."
Yes, and I've also know what the one with the red feather in her hat would say.
Randall clenches his fist and says, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Oh, I have questions then.
Fuck you, Gerhard!
Again. Fucking par for the course for Gerhard. I've just.
She smiles at Gerhardt. Yes.
So you were able to do this for him, and our little goblin friend. What do you know of me?
I know one of Caspia's, that of many boasts and mysteries of their own. I know that being a mageborn is not easy. You're as inquisitive as you are equally lost, seeking your way through knowledge, but not knowing if that knowledge is helping you or just burying you deeper.
Wait, what'd you say about me?
I mean,
Hide the weed!
Shit! Hold on, they found me! I didn't do it!
Alright, but...
yeah, that was loud.
Alright, but,
Or was it on? Either way, Gerhard just kind of points at the other 2 companions. Point stands. It's like Gerhard scratches some of the stubble on his face. Interesting. How are you able to do that? It's like reading people, but like it reminds me of. And he pauses, and because he's actively trying not to say something rude.
and as he thinks, she's just smiling warmly at him.
A street magician.
Many decades dedicated to the flame. My devotion has rang true with many gifts and many burdens.
Ooh, okay. Randall is going to have a second where he unclenches his fists in a moment of defeat, especially after what fucking Gerhardt said, and he stares her unflinchingly in the eye and says, "All right, tell me something that only I would know." He looks at the group and says, "I haven't told a single damn one of them, so you tell me. What am I actually looking for?"
The young missing one with green eyes.
Punch! Emotional damage!
Randall shakes his head and asks one more question. He asks her, "Then do you also know what?" Because, okay, let me rephrase this. Randall shakes his head after that statement and says, "Ever since I woke up, I have been feeling conflicted over what I've been hearing. You seem to know better than anyone. What is actually guiding me?"
One's journey is not one told through truths and discovery, but one of steps taken and falls pulled up from. I cannot tell you what is at the end of that path, but I can tell you that more answers are upon the lake.
Hunter's Moon is kinda... He thinks he staggers himself for a moment, and he's confused. Why the lake?
You've had many things come and go from Kesselholm. Your family held truths along the von Kessels themselves. And so fate often brings us home. I used to live in Drakkenheim before I went to Litteria. Before I spent the majority of my life in Lumen. I cannot hold your hand, but I can help guide you and let you see the path which you seek. And I will give you a kindness, as I'm sure you will give unto me. She is safe, and she is out of reach of those who would wish you or her harm.
I only have one more question for you.
What would be that?
When was the last time you ever spoke to a woman named Greer?
Little over 2 months ago.
Randall is... Okay, go ahead. But Randall's furious at that shit.
From what I was told, she needed assistance in procuring some resources. She was traveling towards Aschaffen to go to Dransmund, and eventually heading down towards... Ugh. Where is that city? There's actually a fucking city that I wanted to forget. Book, don't fail me now. Probably be faster if I just click. Never mind. Drag and drop. Doing this the old-fashioned way. Blaming Randall.
You do have the handouts of the map of Westemar, right?
Yes, but I can zoom in on the fucking book here.
Fair enough.
From there, she was supposed to go down to Geldstadt.
Upon hearing this information, Randall is trying not to fucking punch the debris next to him, and he looks towards the group and he says,
Son of a bitch! The woman in the bar, she wasn't lying.
Hey! Are you always so distrustful?
No, you don't understand. She's...
Randall takes a moment and looks at the group, and especially to Sprock, and he says,
That means she's still alive, Brock.
Yeah, that's... then, isn't it?
She died when I was a child. How? What did
Apparently not.
He looks towards the woman one more time and says,
Why did she talk? Why did she speak to you?
I'm not entirely sure, but I know only of the name. The name Greer is something I know. But If one does not speak their heart, or cannot hear it.
Anna looks towards her. What is it that you give up to protect from the haze?
The sacrifices one makes before they can, Sorry, I chugged a fucking, ginger ale during that break, and it is trying to fight every ounce of that CO2 back up.
Ooh. Gotcha. Always sip, never chug.
My throat was dry as fuck.
No, that's fair. No, I mean, to be fair, it's not like I haven't chugged
Alright.
pop before.
All I do.
Yeah, we know that's pretty much exactly what you do.
But,
So in the meantime, so while we're standing out here, you said we could have shelter for the night, yes?
she nods her head and walks with you inside, showing you the basic areas where you're allowed. The common hall is a humble area where the devout can come, eat, congregate, help prepare the pilgrims, and otherwise sort out the things that they have given up. Those who wish to take the pilgrimage must let go of worldly possessions. Those that have use to us is circulated to those without, and those that we have no need, like simple material things, jewelry, art, things that cannot be used to benefit the flock, are often sold and used to buy others food, clothes, medicine. We do what we can to help each other, and in turn, the sacred flame protects us.
Are there books here?
She nods and says, most of them are within the chapel library. Those that are needed in restoration are taken to the scriptorium.
Is that available or not?
She explains that you can come and go to the Abbey as much as you wish, but the areas where you see, see two lanterns outside of a door, those who have not taken, or those who have not been sanctified, cannot enter.
Gotcha. So does that include the area with all the books, or no?
You would be able to read the books that are in the chapel, but not go to the scriptorium.
Oh yeah, okay.
So anything that is damaged or anything that hasn't been gone through yet would be in the scriptorium, while those that are kind of approved or just like historical books or things that wouldn't be considered not necessarily damaging, but hostile towards the fallen fire would be put into the chapel. As the fallen fire are a sect of the Sacred Flame, it is believed that knowing about the evils of the world is not inherently evil. It is what you do that defines if it is evil. if you're reading about demons to know how to protect yourself from demons, that is fine. But if you're reading about demons to learn how to summon them, that's an issue.
Yeah.
So, like, most historical doctrines or, like, studies upon culture would be considered something that's safe. Who the fuck keeps pinging me?
I don't know if Gerhard also is thinking a similar thing, but Anna is definitely curious about to see what post pilgrimage stuff occurs, and just anything that might be hints into the process with regards to what actually happens with the protection from the haze.
Oh, he absolutely is. There's a part of him that is like he's curious as to like what the collection holds. We didn't even get to the tower, so that's cool. So
I mean,
like in his
you probably could have gotten there if you didn't stop here.
well,
To be fair, this is kind of an important person to be talking to.
And to be fair, I'm good at laying hooks.
yeah, so a hell of a hook. Also, I got to needle the shit out of Randall, so that's fucking fun.
Hey, fuck you too, buddy.
Yeah, I know Anna wasn't asked, but Anna would have actively avoided asking her about certain stuff.
Like, as you're looking around, it does seem like the people here are functioning very well. There are some that look a little bit sickly, as if they've been in the haze a little bit too long. But you don't really see anyone who looks as if they're at risk of it. Like, clearly there's some exposure, but it's the difference between a sunburn and a blistering burn kind of thing.
Huh.
Like, one person just needs a little bit of ointment and some rest. The other person needs a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's realistically people of all ages, and there's a bit of a difference in how some of them are dressed. You do have a couple people who are in knight armor, not many. I would say maybe in total of your time looking around here, you see maybe 10 walking around. But you do see people in proper, like, priestly robes. Then you see people who are in more basic robes. And then there's some who are what you would assume to be someone of, like, kind of like a nun, those who would take care of those who are sickly or who are in need. As those people come around, they do check on you, ask if you need water, or if you're cold or anything, if you need blankets or a place to rest, just kind of checking on you. It does get annoying after about the 4th or 5th person, but you do notice that there's a good number of people here, and reasonably, you can't expect all of them to know who has already been checked on.
Yeah.
This place gives me the creeps.
Randall kind of looks towards Sprock and kind of leans in and says to him, I've had a distrustful feeling of this place since I've gotten here.
what they preached and what they preach and what they show seems to be one thing, but it seems wrong, corrupt. It's none of this feels right, Sprock.
Gerhard, pilgrimage research?
Yeah.
I've never trusted these
Pilgrimage
people.
research.
Yeah.
Anna's just like the little kid sister. Yay! Research.
Yeah, I was going. I was trying to get Gerhard to have them both go on a research. This is the one academy tie that they both like. Even though my character, even though Anna's not very smart, she does know how to read, and she does genuinely like reading. She's surprised. It's a mixture of luck with regards to
How she
luck
actually
and
manages to-
curiosity that has gotten her good results or whatnot, not always making the most unwise decision. I mean, she got her magic through a ritual that was unsafe or whatnot that she's copying off of what she saw. Like, that's incredibly risky and dangerous and reckless. Now that I think about it, my character probably was always reckless, but
I mean, let's be fair. It's only going to get worse the more Anna hangs out with Gerhard.
yeah, this is the problem. We have
he's
two
a-
reckless academy people.
Well,
Who?
so like he's reckless. Like I said, he's reckless, but not stupid, right? Like he will do something that ends up being kind of catastrophic in the long term. Like, hey, I'm gonna go fuck around with the haze. Ooh. Oof, my guy.
It's all fun and games until Gerhard gets access to a level 9 contaminated spell.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. See, generally Anna's going to try to be. Anna's reckless sometimes when it's not obvious long-term consequences.
Yeah.
It definitely, if there are obvious long-term consequences, she does tend to hesitate some because she's not smart, but she's got wisdom or whatnot.
Well, and yeah, Gerhard is insanely intelligent. Like he's got a 5 as his bonus for his intelligence, right? Like,
But also, Anna's not very afraid of stuff, which works against her.
right, and that's why. So like, all right, I'm gonna pitch this out here because I think we're kind of leaning in this direction, and it amuses the shit out of me. Are you okay if Anna starts becoming Gerhardt's, for lack of a better term, apprentice in magic? He sits there and does like starts an experiment and has Anna help.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like for one, I always kind of wanted that because Anna is knows how to do alchemy or whatnot. She is actually trained with the alchemy tool set or whatnot. She's willing to work together, and under certain circumstances, she's also willing to be a test subject under specific circumstances. For instance, if we were to try to recreate what the Fallen Order has done to protect from the haze or whatnot, and there's a thought process that might be possible, Anna would be willing to be a test subject for that if she thought if she had reason to think the experiment had some chance of success.
Okay, because both of them he's got his alchemy kit and he's got a doctor's bag. So
yeah, I'm not sure if I have an alchemy kit, but I know how to use it. I know I have the feat for alchemy.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I've got alchemist supplies. No, I've got alchemist. Oh yeah, no. To be fair, I've got a bunch of vials too, or whatnot, because I wanted to also to help be the sous chef to Gerhardt's chef.
Please don't sue the chef.
I see what you did there.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting then.
Yeah, because she doesn't
Okay.
necessarily think that. She might think that Gerhardt's being a little bit. Gerhardt's current plan might be a little bit more reckless than what she's interested in, but to be fair, she's very curious on this fallen flame situation because they are noticeably able to deal with the haze, so there might be something to it, and she might have the thought process that might not the who is worshipped might not matter as much as that someone she might factor in that someone needing to be worshipped, but not necessarily the sacred flame, for all she knows or whatnot. She worships Fantasia or whatnot, so she might try to do something similar and try to get Fantasia's help to see if it's possible. But that's her thought process.
I mean, so like Gerhardt's whole thing is like he understands that he's taking a risk, right? And it does seem short-sighted at the time, but a lot of it is because like the reckless. It's like starting any experiment, right? You're going to do something that's like everybody else is going to look at it and go, "The fuck is wrong with you?" Which of course
she
like,
got a free spear from being reckless. It's not helping.
absolutely.
Her luck is not helping her be less reckless.
No, and that's what part of it is why Gerhardt is so freaking fascinated by, is like why he's like, you know, like okay, let's do the haze thing. Let's see what happens. So.
Yeah, she definitely wants to. She definitely sees the haze as risky, and that might be. She might see more of a risk, more of a risk than a reward or whatnot, unless there's some other factor or whatnot. There needs to be. She needs to have something that she can believe in that it would cause a further result. It's like a higher, more wisdom than intelligence, or whatnot. Like if she's doing something impulsive, she does stuff impulsive. But if she's actually given time to think, she's going to try not to do something stupid, like with the rope, and she got the flowers or whatnot, or whatever. Tried to get the flowers in like a much safer way, in the pool or whatnot.
Just push Gerhardt in next time.
To be fair, Gerhardt would have just used Mage Hand. I think.
No, Mage Hand didn't work.
Oh.
It went poof as soon as it touched the water.
Yeah, Anna used Mage Hand first or whatnot. That's why she had to use like rope and vial or whatnot. Oh no, it's because I wanted to get some of the ooze or whatnot that she gave to the academy.
Right.
Person, yeah. And then she bought more vials.
That's why I have purge contamination. So, I mean, I can't use it on myself, but.
Oh fuck! That does make it a lot easier for us to be it does make it less of a risk or whatnot with regards to being a test subject.
So,
I forgot you had that.
Oh, it's because it's a pain. It takes an hour to fucking cast the damn thing, and it's a level 3 spell, and I only have 3 of them. Well, I have 4 spells because I get 1 from. Anyway, we're rambling. So, yes, Gerhardt is absolutely okay. He does kind of agree with Sprock that something seems wrong here, but that just makes him want to know more. So, library.
Yeah, Anna's not picking up on the the wrongness as much, and I was just curious, more so like her mind's more on just like the haze, something that could go against the haze. So like what actually happens during the pilgrimage and afterwards or whatnot. Because that's how people get the protection of the haze, or like potentially more so after the pilgrimage. Because this is the end point of the pilgrimage, right? And so like everyone here has been through the pilgrimage, right?
No, this is the start point of the pilgrimage.
Yeah.
The
Oh, this is the
end
start
point
point.
of the end point of the pilgrimage, which she told us, is the center of the crater.
Oh, okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay. So yeah, the pilgrimage, the pilgrimage process, and what happens afterwards. Like, now I'm really curious about the I mean, my character already had reason to want to explore the center of the crater, but she definitely
Go ahead.
wants.
Go right now.
No, no. We need to figure out the protection from the haze so we can go to the crater safer.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't do that. They just go to the center of the haze.
Yeah, they don't do all that shit.
Yeah, that's what they do or whatnot. But they also get rid of all their stuff and do a whole. I don't know. I don't vibe with the religious aspects. Curious about them a little bit, but Anna's not. There's something kind of culty, and
Yeah, you have someone going around drawing moons on things, punching people whenever he draws a moon on things, and we're not calling that culty.
Oh, Gerhardt absolutely has
that's
called it.
definitely culty,
Has,
too.
I was gonna say Gerhardt has absolutely called him out on that. It's just like, why do you keep doing that? Like, it's like,
How many times do I have to explain this to you?
There's also a fucking dragon walking around hunting things religiously. Literally, religiously.
But yeah, are there books about the pilgrimage and the aftermath?
I was
in
actually well, after you guys do that, I was actually gonna ask the old bitch a question.
There are no books that actually talk about the pilgrimage in detail. It is largely something that is within the Fallen Fire. It is not shameful to talk about your pilgrimage once it is done, but it is considered dishonest. Not necessarily shameful, but dishonest to discuss it with someone who hasn't done it. And you kind of get the vibe, it's not really like to protect them or anything, it's just they kind of explain it as if it just feels better if you go in without expecting something. For the way that the aces may understand, it's kind of like how people hype up sex so much, then you go into it and it's just like, that's it. They aren't trying to ruin people's expectations.
That caught me off guard.
it's not a bad analogy.
Yeah, that it's more complicated for me because I'm pretty sure I've got like an adrenal. I'm convinced I have an adrenal gland issue, so I probably always have some level of fight, flight.
But it's also like it's how.
Or whatnot, so I've got like anxiety,
fight, flight, or freeze,
distractibility,
or fawn.
Yeah, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, or whatnot. So the adrenaline fawn thing is different than.
Yeah, but like it's.
But there's more motivation to deal with that stuff or whatnot.
But it's like it's kind of like the idea of where they don't want to accidentally set the wrong expectations, because they do view this as they do view the end of the pilgrimage as a very, very personal thing. And the most you get out of it is people mentioning the phrase, finding the peace of your soul.
And most people don't get it right. So we'll say fight and flight. A lot of people manage to get fight, flight, freeze, fawn, but
That's
everyone
another
seems
one
to
I
forget it's faint.
Faint is that was the one I kept forgetting.
I mean, how would you expect us to remember it if fainting means we forget?
Well,
Yeah.
I
mean, to
knew
be
there
fair,
were five.
Yeah, and it's primarily the first four that people focus on, because fainting, like, it happens, but it's also like
It tends to be more rare.
Yeah, and it's also it's more of, it's like with fight and flee or fight and freeze. Your physical reaction is one thing, like your instinctual reaction is that. So like all right, we're over analyzing this thing.
Yeah.
I had question for old bitch.
Pieces of soul.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you think that's concentrated delirium?
Possibly. Let's go. Let's ponder on this, and let's set.
All right. Randall had a question.
Gerhardt
Yes,
will
thank
pull
you for
out
letting
a
me speak.
notebook.
Randall has been looking around this entire place, and he locks eyes with the old woman and says, "You know my name, you know my god, you know my story, you know, but so I assume you know the mantle as well."
I know that there is a power unfamiliar to you that has its hands on you. One
You would
that
be the first.
some may call it blessed, a few others would call it cursed. But it is something with its hands on you.
Grabby.
Something similar happened when that little woman came. Greer, you said her name was?
Yes.
And Randall? You catch something odd about that statement.
Oh?
You would notice Greer was not a small woman at all.
Oh.
She was just under 6 feet tall.
Okay.
Gerhardt's 6 foot, so like that puts her tall, big person.
Yeah. So Randall shakes his head at her as if she just told the biggest bullshit lie he's ever heard. No, wait, you're wrong. Greer was no small woman.
You said Greer Alroom, correct?
Yes.
Woman with dark brown hair and hazel eyes?
You know her face, but you don't know her height?
She was smaller than I when she spoke, when she gave that name. And the woman in front of you, she's not she is frail, but she is not necessarily short. She is about 5'6".
Okay, something's wrong with this. I want to see if she's bullshitting me.
You can give an insight check.
Oh, I get perception. Try that. I will boost that.
You do not see a hint of hesitation or
No.
deceit in her. What she is saying to you, she fully believes. And with that, it means someone's using her name.
Okay. Okay. Randall looks at her and says, "Did she have..." He pauses for a moment and says, Did she have a birthmark scar on her left ear?"
I couldn't tell. She always kept her ears covered with her hair. The only distinguishing features I remembered are the bow and that red feather.
Oh no, 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 no! That is not Greer.
And with that, we'll end it here. Good night. Thank you for watching. And remember, someone loves you.